Lifestyle, my Rolo, taking photo, it'll last longer.
Perfection at its best. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Worldwide Shut Up, your favorite podcast. I'm 1/3 of your hostesses. Hostesses?
Hosts.
Hostesses.
No, hosts.
Hostesses.
Okay.
Ron.
I'm Cher.
I'm Megan.
And yeah, we up in this thing. We back like we never left. Make sure y'all tune in to our audio if you don't want to see them. Like I always tell y'all, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud. Right?
Yep.
Anyway, I got a question.
Okay.
So, for the people who don't know, Megan is actually in school and she's not a high school student. Right? Yeah, because people would be like, dang. Right, they'd be like, dang, what grade is she in? No, but
she in 15th
so she's
grade.
in school. So my question,
15.
I'm starting to ask questions like, man, is school even necessary anymore? Because first of all, let me pull it back a little bit. Let me reel it back. When you in high school, I feel like high school teach you a bunch of stuff that you not finna use, that you don't even need, like gym.
Unnecessary things.
All of us had gym, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You had to get a decent grade to pass gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
At any point, did any one of y'all ever want to be a fitness trainer or work at Planet Fitness or
My gym classes
military?
in Texas literally consisted of walking around the track. That's what we did for the entire class.
But
we did nothing else.
Why should you get graded on that? Like, why? What is that?
It was basically you showed up, you got an A for the class.
See, ours here, when I went to school here, it wasn't like that. You had to actually do like this fitness thing. You had to do like 100 crunches, 100 sit-ups.
Yeah, them
you had
planks
to be, you had to be able to climb the rope.
Yeah, like
I remember I
rope.
failed because I couldn't climb the rope.
I never climbed a rope.
So I failed gym.
So
I never climbed a rope.
But like
ever.
climbing a rope, why should me passing to the next grade be determined on if I could climb rope? Like I'm
because you
trying to
need
be
so
a
many like
pro wrestler.
credits.
Right, but like
And you
why
have
should
to have a
graduate.
gym credit.
Yeah, to even graduate and stuff.
I just feel like you send your kids to school for what, 6 hours out the day? 8 hours out the day?
Like you ain't got 4 kids.
Listen, you send them to school. You send them to school, and school is supposed to prepare and teach the kids, about things that's going to benefit them when they get out of school. But I feel
don't really think that school's for that. I think it's like if school was based on that, I think a lot more kids would want to go to school because you would learn more. Like they should do money management or do like fake jobs, like actually like not earn money like real
Carlos.
money, but they should actually do like where they earn like fake money at school.
See,
That's what Carlos is actually doing right now. How he just told you he had to pay rent.
Yeah,
That's what they're doing in
See,
school.
that makes sense.
And he's what in 5th
He has
grade?
a job. Yeah, he has a job, and I think he's like cleanup crew or something. And as long as he does his job, he gets paid like a set amount of money per week, and monthly or weekly, however
I think he
they do it.
said his rent was $80 or something.
They have
like
to
that.
pay rent. They just had a store. They have to pay bills and something else.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's more beneficial to kids.
Or like the cooking.
than-
Like I think the cooking class, like what is it called, home ec?
Not even home
I
ec.
think that's
Like, what
good
am I
because
gonna-
it teaches you how to cook.
What am I going to be, a chef? No.
No,
Sorry
but
for-
you need
sorry
to know.
for cussing.
You know how to need to know how to cook.
Not
some
necessarily.
stuff.
Unless I want to. What if I decide when I get out of school, I want to have a lawn service?
No. I'm saying
Okay,
like
how are
to
you gonna
eat
eat?
every day.
No. I'm just saying like that shouldn't determine. I think that's more of a hobby or something like if kids want to learn home ec or if they want to learn wood shop, and that's just something they
See,
want.
I had to take wood shop.
But I don't think you should be. I don't
I
think
had to too.
your grade level should be determined on. Oh, well, you don't know how to cook, so you get an F. Now you retained. I don't think
No,
that's.
right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I never had to take home ec though.
I wanted to take home ec,
Well,
and
maybe
it
you
was
should've.
full.
Hey,
and
I
it
know
was
how to
full.
cook. I don't wanna do
And
that.
I had to take wood shop.
Megan
I
know
was
how to.
mad.
Megan know how to cook like 3 things.
No, I know how to cook a lot of
Pierogies.
things.
What is that?
Tortilla casserole.
and She could order the hell out of a pizza. That's it.
I make food all the time when you talk about.
Every time she calls me, she's making something.
Yeah,
like she's like, hey,
she can
how do I
make
make
it.
this?
Come out good as hell.
I mean, she'll call me to ask me, hey, like, how do I make this?
Because
or,
like I know how to make
hey,
it, but I'm like, okay,
you know,
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean,
No, I'm being so serious. Like even ask her. Like that's legit what I said.
We have
how
to
do you
have
make
people.
this? She'll
We
tell
have
me,
to have
like,
people
okay,
come
that's
on
what I
here and
thought.
try her food or like vouch for her food because
Oh my
you
goodness.
cooking it,
Tonio and Carlos eat my food all the time.
and they have never been on the show. So anyways,
My food's good as hell.
right, for sure, and that's what you should say. But
You know what?
What?
We're fighting for real. As soon as I can catch you,
As soon as you run up them stairs, it's over.
Right.
I'm gonna get up there eventually.
Be like, Peter, let's figure this out.
I seriously like started having freaking Braxton Hicks
Y'all are like
contractions walking through
Peter
freaking
in the-
Walmart
in the
the other
chicken.
day. Anthony was like making me
Peter
run
and the
through
chicken.
Walmart.
Oh,
Oh my
who's the
goodness.
chicken?
You.
I don't know who the
I don't
chicken
know.
is, but y'all are like Peter and the chicken. They're
almost feel
always
like
going
I'd rather
at
be
it.
the chicken than Peter.
I don't know. That chicken never died. Like at the
That's
end,
what I'm
his
saying,
eye
like-
opened back up. Like,
I think I'd rather be the chicken than Peter.
Yeah. y'all
Anyway,
are chicken and Peter.
talking about chicken and Peters. That sounded messed up.
Yes, it did.
But you know, back to the whole school thing. I just feel like I almost feel like school is a waste of time.
That makes
Almost.
me feel so good right now.
No, 'cause think about it.
No. Like you're going back to school for something. Like you volunteered to go back to school.
Right, like you, yeah, like put it like
middle
this.
school or elementary, middle school, and high school are necessary. Like if you don't go, the parents get in trouble. You know, like
I feel like you need to know math.
But no, okay,
To a
like
point.
Not the
to a-
math they teach,
I feel like school-
algebra and
they should-
geometry.
like the basic. Like you should just go to elementary
I need
school.
to know how to add, multiply, subtract, and divide. That's about it.
I think
elementary
that
school.
if you can go to school and just be
Percentages.
like, okay, what do I want to do with myself? Okay, I want to do this, and
But
I
I
want to
feel
do
like
this, and I want to do,
you
and then you
don't-
should study those.
But
Like
I feel
her,
like you don't
she's-
necessarily know what you want to go
What
to
are you
school
going back to school for?
That
medical
young.
office assistant.
You going back for what?
Medical office assistant.
Because that's what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Right, but she
So-
just
so-
decided that.
But what I'm saying is, you see how?
I mean, I actually want to be a stenographer, but that takes longer.
hey, I could teach you some photography tricks. I know how to do.
Stenographer.
Baby.
Ultrasound tech.
Anyway, what I'm saying is,
You
because
can't take pictures of the inside of my belly.
Bet I could.
Not with sound.
Anyway, I think that like how you're like, okay, I'm older, I want to go for this, I'm going to school for this, and you're not wasting your time going to school right now because you're going for what you want. Now in high school, you had to be in a bunch of classes like, I don't want to, what do I know about history for? Why do I need to know about Abraham
and it's
Lincoln?
so old, yeah. It's
And then
like
the
old.
thing, like, I don't get about, like, regular college, like, when I started Delta, I still had to do a bunch of basic classes. I still had to do a math class, an English class, a communications class. Like, you still have to do all those classes that you already just took in high school.
And it's
so
a
why
waste
am
of
I doing
time.
them again?
And then you're paying so much money to go to school
right,
for
and
that.
it's just like, I already did all this
For
stuff.
free.
Like, why am I doing this
I just
again?
feel like, you know, granted in high school, you don't really know what you want to do. You're trying to figure yourself out.
yeah, because
stuff.
and then like
But,
in college, you know, how many
like you said-
kids like they change their majors so many times because they're like, I want to be this one day, and then I want to be this the next. You know, like, so I think like trying to decide what you want to be that young, you know, like because I wanted to be a doctor and I wanted to be a lawyer.
a doctor, a lawyer, maybe an MC.
You know,
Sorry.
Okay, you know, but that's what I'm saying. So it's just like you know, it may change for different people.
But like you said, classes that's beneficial for anybody would be money management. You can use that anywhere.
How to get a job.
How to get a job, how to conduct yourself in interviews,
Accounting.
even. You know, like these are
Because
things
you
that
didn't know how to do taxes. And,
all of that.
And, like,
Balancing
balance
a checkbook.
checkbooks and
See, I think
making
math-
sure you save money and
like math to a point, like you said, like trying to
It-
save
Well,
Well,
money.
it's literally
you
have to be
know.
like you need a math class and then you need like a money management class to help manage your money and then you like need an accounting class and I feel
I
like
think
those
they should
could
make
all
it like
be
a
different
real
things or
world, like high
something.
school, like a real world.
I check this out, like Oprah,
Like you go to school,
Oprah
but you're
Winfrey.
going to like a job, maybe. You know what I
Oprah,
mean?
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey is a bigger woman. Do y'all think that Oprah Winfrey can rope climb all the way to the top in a matter of time? But she's worth $1 billion and something dollars. But
maybe, but no, like
she's worth $1 billion and something dollars.
Yeah. Did she finish high school?
I don't know, but she's worth $1 billion and something dollars.
She is.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think gym should determine.
And look at a lot of the celebrities too. A lot of celebrities didn't even graduate, and they're billionaires or not billionaires. They're millionaires.
I'm not telling y'all to drop out of school.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
All I'm saying is, know what you want to do and study that instead of spending. You can think about how many times people done had to study hours for social studies, and we having this whole quiz and all of this stuff when I want to do accounting.
Yep.
I'm spending all of this time learning about the World War II, which is, some of the stuff is cool to know, but
it's
this
cool
is not
to
a field,
know as a hobby.
Right. It's not a field that I want to go into.
But
I want to do accounting. So
when
now,
am I ever going to use that now?
Right. Anybody who was in school and had to study social studies and stuff, are you using it right now?
Even science to a point,
Science to a point.
Science.
I love science.
I think the most thing that I use in a daily, like in the real world, is math. Because like when I go to the store, you got to make sure that you have enough for the
Yeah,
store.
but it also depends. Like if you want to be in healthcare, you are going to use your biology stuff a lot.
True.
Right, but I'm saying like just now, like.
I mean, regular
just say I didn't
day-to-day
know
life,
that I didn't know that I wanted to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying.
math.
Like in the real world right now, all I really use from school is math because I do have to multiply sometimes. Like especially having
having
kids, a family.
Divide. We got
but I feel like English is also
I got $20. I got to divide it. So it's just that's what I use the most is math.
English though is also something you need because they teach you how to write the essays and stuff.
Yeah.
You need to know how to write a resume. You need to know how to write emails to sound professional.
Right, but English to a point, they also teach you.
They teach you proper grammar, and they teach you you have to write your essays a certain way. So if you were to legit write out an essay, it would come out almost professional. So you would know okay, when I'm writing this email, I have to put this in a paragraph, and this is going to start a new paragraph because it's something, so
we'll say math and English then.
I feel like math, English,
and then science helps.
It depends on what you're doing.
On what you're doing.
What you're doing, I would.
Biology helps.
Yeah, I would.
But
slide that
physics and all that. Physics and
let me ask you
chemistry and
something.
stuff.
When's the last time you had to use algebra?
Algebra?
Yeah.
I mean, algebra kind of comes in handy when you're trying to figure out your.
No. When the last time you?
Well, trying to figure out how much money I have for the month because you have to get how much you made and you have to multiply
That's just
by
basic math, division and the
I guess,
the
and
multiplication.
Then, it depends on
I'm
how
talking
you
about
do
algebra.
it.
When's the last time you had to sit down and was let me see this. Okay, pi.
A plus A times B equals C. I never got that.
No, that sounds like usually people go, okay, I make this much every week. Times that by 4, okay, that's that. So then I got you do it all
that's
separately.
Multiplication, but that's what I'm saying.
You could do it in an algebra problem, and it would
but nobody do that.
But it would make it harder.
It would make it so much harder. It's nobody out there right now. I don't care who you are watching this right now, unless you're an astronaut. You did not in this past month sit down and was like, okay, well, let me see.
The mathematicians did, okay?
That's what I'm saying. So all the time we spent learning about algebra could have been focused on what we really wanted to be doing.
And then they change it every year in school, the math.
Carlos
they change it
already
every
is
year.
coming home like, Mom, what is this? And I'm like,
I gotta go to work, boy. I ain't got time.
I saw someone on Facebook saying that they need to send home an answer key with the kids, with the problems they're sending home and stuff. They need to send home an answer key.
Yeah, because a lot of it's complex.
Some of us, we've been out of school for a minute. We don't do all this stuff. And then when they're changing the math every year, I would get so frustrated when I was trying to ask my mom, hey, can you help me? And she would be like, what the hell is this?
I gotta go to work.
When we started using that square to multiply, you know what I'm talking about? And you had to do the
grid
which I ended up liking after I knew how to use it. But I'm just saying, why do I need a square and lines to figure out, you know what I mean? But I'm saying,
for some people,
you know,
it made it easier for
simple.
me.
It'd be like, you'd be like this, you could tell your friend, hey, hold up 4 fingers.
Right.
And then
In the beginning, I didn't understand like normal, like when you do like 52 times 83.
See, I think that's
I didn't
simpler.
understand how that worked.
When
I
you
don't
carry
know
like
why,
to move it over.
But when
and
I
stuff.
did, yeah. But when I did like the boxes, it was just like, okay,
Because it
5
slides
times
down.
8 is this, and then I
you
just
know,
slid
the messed up
everything
part
down.
is when you learn, like I learned the multiple
Lattice, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
the timetable sheet. I learned a lot of it by heart, so I just know like 9 times 9 is 81, stuff
See,
like that.
with
But
the
the worst
nines,
part,
we used
but the
our
worst
fingers.
part, but
Yeah.
the worst part is when you turn your work in and the teacher say, I want to see the work.
Show your work.
You just
like,
want to
show
die.
my work. Like I
just
did it in my brain.
Draw my hands on the paper.
You be like,
lines.
be like 10 times 5 is 50. No, how did you get the answer? That'd be the worst. You just be like, man,
They used
I'm
to
going
want
home.
us to have a whole separate sheet for just our work.
Right.
And it's just like, you know what? You show me how you did that. Because I bet when you do it in your damn head.
Yeah.
Right.
Like-
Exactly. So
Or
they
you use
be,
a phone like I did.
It's a calculator.
Right. But no, like
these
and then
nifty
they have
things.
those like calculators with like that are like this big, and they got like all those all those letters, and you know what I'm talking about? Those.
They're the scientific
the sci-
calculators, and they
Yes.
have like the graphing calculators.
Yes, I'm like, what? And then they're like $100.
And you talking about the ones that slide, the top slide back
Yes,
on
those
those?
expensive ass calculators.
Yeah, y'all ever had a favorite teacher in school? And if so, what subject was it?
Not really.
I had
to
a
be
math
honest,
teacher. His name was Mr. Terrell.
I hated school.
Shouts out to Mr. Terrell.
I hated school. Like
What did you hate about school?
everything. Everything.
Everybody loved lunch.
I hate it. Well, yeah, no, I did like high school
The
lunch.
square pizzas.
High school lunch, we had these chicken wraps. That's the ones that I make now. And
Ew, you brought school lunch home.
I did. They're good as hell, though, aren't they?
But
Can't
yeah.
even deny.
He's like,
Can't
well,
even
I
deny.
mean,
they are good as hell.
So
Other
what
than
don't you
that,
like about? I mean, like, what don't you like about school? Like, what is give me-
everything. My anxiety would go through the roof when I would go to school. Ever since I was little, like you can even ask my mom. Like when I was little, I hated with like a capital H. I hated.
HADD.
Yes, hated it.
ED.
I hated it. School. I hated it. I hated it.
But what in particular?
Just going to getting up in the morning. First of all, I'm not really like, unless I have to be like a morning person. And then just being around people I didn't know. I couldn't just.
You go to sleep early and you go there to make friends, and then you know people.
No, I hate it. I honestly, like I never really had friends like that. Like I only found like if I went to school, I found like a friend, and
was
then
that
that's the
phase?
person.
That's sad as hell to hear.
That's
Like,
the person
I never
that
had friends.
I no, honestly, like that's the person that I stuck to, and then that was it. And then so like even as I got older, it was always kind of that. Like I found a person that I liked, I kind of stuck with them,
That's pretty much
and
what
that
I
was
did.
it. Like I never really just had friends.
I love school. Only thing I hate about school is how early you had to get up. Other than
My
that-
anxiety would go through the roof, and I just hated being there. I didn't want to be there.
I didn't really have a problem with school. Like
She
I
was
was
always
good
a
at
straight A
it.
student,
I would say
though.
I was good at
And
it.
me,
and that
I always
helped a
needed like
lot.
extra help in school, and I just felt like the teachers wouldn't give it to me as much, and I just hated that. When I asked for help, it seemed like it was like an inconvenience for them, and then that just made me not want to go even more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just hated going to school. I
always
never
helped
liked
people.
it.
I was the person that would help you. Like if you look like you were struggling, I would help you. 'Cause,
You?
Like, yeah.
You help people.
oh,
Yes.
her. I was gonna say not me, her.
What you charge them?
Nothing. I legit, when I was in Texas, I got put into like the
Special needs.
no. I got put into the class with like the people who should have been in like higher grades. It was like a 9th grade
Special
class.
needs.
And it was because just like not having enough credits to go.
Gotcha.
So I ended up in a class like with a bunch of other kids that were for the most part my age that didn't get the credit for algebra or whatever. And most of them didn't know what the hell they were doing because it was pretty much the bad kids all in one class that didn't do
So you
nothing.
got put in the bad
I
class?
got everybody's grades up 2 grade levels. Everybody. I'm not even lying.
So why did they put you in that class?
Because I was behind and that was the only opening they had.
Oh, so they just threw you in there with the convicts
because what
and
happened? Yeah.
Okay.
No, like I got put in classes like that a lot because here they do like biology, then chemistry, then physics, or however it goes here. And then in Texas, it was physics, chemistry, biology.
Everything was backwards there.
And every time I would switch, they didn't know where the hell to put me because
yeah, for a minute they
everything
didn't
was
want to
different.
transfer her credits over. That's why I didn't start school there, because the credits and stuff, they didn't want to switch my credits from Michigan to Texas.
yeah, because everything was like different.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, you can't have an 11th grade class done when
Right.
you're supposed to be in 9th grade. Like
It's stupid.
yeah, like it was dumb as hell. They'd be like, oh,
I
well,
miss school.
you're not
Like, I
supposed
miss-
to take that until 12th grade and
shouts
you already
out
got
to
it
my
done.
Weber Wildcats and my Saginaw High Trojans. Urgh.
I would not admit I knew you after that.
Well, you do, and there's multiple videos and pictures floating around that say we best friends.
meant if
We like this.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
I quit.
You can't talk crap after they put you in the room with the bad kids, like on like one of them dance, like it's the
On the hairspray.
Hey, that teacher loved me because I helped everybody get the grades up.
teacher
so
ain't even doing the job. Let the
he did
student
it.
do it.
He did it. He like dead ass was just like didn't care. Like
was
she
mad
was
as hell
like,
when
at
you-
the front of the class like Urkel.
Mad
I
as
was
hell
in
when
the
she ain't
back
come
of
to
the class,
school.
but
Like, damn, she ain't here today. I gotta teach these kids.
We just gonna read from the back of the book today.
like I'm being
Right.
so serious. So I
Practice
seriously
writing your
helped
name.
everybody's things go up, and he didn't care that I was like up helping people. Like I'd finish my work and I'd be up helping people and helping them, and he didn't care. Like
That's good,
even if
though.
it was tests or
nice.
something. Because I was just like that person. If you needed help, I always helped people because I understood it. So I'm gonna help you. Shut
Alright.
the hell up, because if you need something, I help you.
I just asked you for peanut butter the other day, and what you tell me?
To kiss my ass. Go I am.
She just contradicted herself.
No,
Right.
that's not help. You don't need peanut butter.
They
Needs
didn't
it to-
need.
He
They
needs
needed
it to
to pass
survive.
their classes. So yeah, they did. They
Okay.
needed help.
But if I needed
They was
food,
getting Fs.
I needed food.
I got them at least up to well, I think they got E's. in
he has
Texas.
an F for
so,
food.
but like I got them up to like C's. Like they were all passing. Okay,
Yo,
I got their grades
you need
up.
food, I ain't messing with you. But if you need help with 1 + 1, call me. You full of crap.
I helped everybody in every class. It wasn't just math.
Yeah, okay, well, that's cool. Every time you say something bad to me, that baby turns around a little more till he come off feet first. So you might
my
want to think about that.
goodness.
Karma is the B-I-I-I. Anyway, we got to wrap up.
I'll B-I-I your ass.
Okay.
Chicken
Baby
and
go-
Peter.
Chicken and Peter. Okay, anyway, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all tuning in to Worldwide Shut Up, your favorite podcast. Make sure y'all tune in to the next episode.
Yes.
Everything just popped up where y'all can hear the audio. I ain't even finna repeat myself. I ain't even gonna say it no more. I'm just had the thing pop up like bam.
I was gonna
That-
say like bam,
your
bam,
face.
bam.
Right. No, just one bam.
Just
No,
one
we
bam.
gotta do more.
Just one-
There's
no.
3 of us. There has to be 3 bams.
No, the little girl. That is the one bam.
What the hell was that?
That is one bam. No 2 bam, no 3. You're one bam.
Bingo.
Right in the blowhole.
Oh my god, I for real quit, you guys.
All right. Well.
Ling Ling, get my gun.
Retribution. You shouldn't be show. No. Okay, all right, I'm done.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in, and we out to the next episode.
Bye.
Peace,
Bye.
chicken grease, and hairspray.
Stop.
Okay, she did. Did you? She did. All right.
I give up.